Hello, welcome to our 57th country, Panama, and we are here. What we are here for is to visit the Panama Canal.
Yes.
On a
Rainy
lovely
day.
weather.
Yes, very rainy it is.
Gracias.
Hola, señor.
¿Cómo están?
Buenos días. ¿Cómo
Ese es
está?
para ver la película.
Película.
La siguiente es a las 9:45. Segundo piso afuera, mano derecha. ¿Hablamos español o inglés?
English.
Are you telling me movie? That's for the movie.
Okay.
Go see the canal first. We have the last ship of the morning out there. And then after we do the movie. Two
Okay.
escalators
Okay.
outside to your right.
Gracias. So, let's show you the Panama Canal and as well as the ship going inside the locks.
We just saw a huge cargo vessel crossing the Panama Canal. One of the locks, the Miraflores Locks, which is the visitor center here, passing through the canal from the south side to the north. So it's like a northbound ship from the Pacific to the Atlantic. And what an experience. We have read about Panama Canal, which is known as one of the engineering marvel in the world, amazing man-made wonder. This Panama Canal is 84 kilometers long. Back in the days during for trades, the cargo ships used to travel through the entire tip of South America to go to the Atlantic because there was no connecting water between the Atlantic and the Pacific. So that's what Panama Canal came into action. It's hundreds of years old, where it dissects the Isthmus of Panama, which is basically the narrow strip of land that connects the North America, South America, Pacific and Atlantic. And this canal, 84 kilometer long canal with multiple lock system, now helps the cargo ships, diminishing the journey time by 5 to 6 months. And we experienced that in our own eyes. It is so surreal.
This was the one which was pushing the vehicle. Japanese vehicle. That's why Panama has good connection with Japan.
This is where we actually saw this Miraflores Locks. We are here in the visitor center. So from the Pacific Ocean, the water moves up and the lock system works. And this is the visitor center. Now it will go to the Miraflores Lake. And this entire Canal de Panama finally merging to the Caribbean Sea. Such an engineering marvel. It's just blowing my mind. All these lakes which we can see in between this Panama Canal are made of freshwater lakes so that the ecosystem of both the salt waters of the ocean doesn't mix this. I don't know how they made it. Now let me give you a quick recap of how we came here. So we flew Copa Airlines for the very first time from Quito, Ecuador, and Panama is basically a stopover because Copa Airlines, Ranjit found out, is currently running out a free stopover program. So that means you can connect from country A to country C with a layover in country B, that's Panama, for free. So we flew from Quito, Ecuador to Panama here in Panama City, and actually after 2 days we'll be flying out to Asuncion, which is in Paraguay, our 58th country.
Face this one. Screen. No outlet though. Let's see. Nope, no outlet. But we have oh, they have a USB here. Country number 57. Panama, baby. And today is 1st July, Canada Day. I know it's not 1st July in the video, so Happy New Year.
So this stopover program helped us to visit Panama for free. The flight cost is basically like a one country to another, but we got 2 countries in one price. Movie time, baby!
IMAX Entrada.
So in this $17 per person ticket, IMAX movie, 45 minutes movie is also included, which is basically a movie of Canal de Panama, narrated by none other than Morgan Freeman. And I love the tagline. The tagline of the movie is "A land divided and world united." Like, that's so true.
So true.
It's totally an IMAX theater experience. It's looked like a movie hall.
Gracias.
Really feels like we are back in the movie theater after so long. I think the last movie we have watched in a hall, like a theater, was back in Vietnam, right?
Yes.
So it's been so long, and it's a real IMAX with the 3D glasses because it will be a 3D 45 minutes movie. Excited to watch it.
Let's see.
As all life does, with water.
So now, enough of geography and history. Now it's Ranjit's time to explain.
How this Panama locks actually works. Let's see. Panama Canal. So here we have ocean, which is Pacific Ocean. Here we have Atlantic Ocean. The ship which will cross from here to here. So they have made multiple locks. So I will show you one of them, how that works. So first we have lock here. So the ship will wait here. Then they have made a whole lake here, fresh water from the river. So this lock, before it opens, the lake level of the water goes down to the ocean level. Then the lock opens. This ship will come here and then it waits. By the gravity, the lake level water goes up along with the ship. So now the ship is here on the lake level. So now from the ocean level, it went up to the lake level so that it goes inside the lake. Before that, there is a lock here. So once the ship goes up to the lake level, this lock will open. Now the ship is inside the lake. So now the ship is here. The same process will happen again. There is a lock. Before this lock opens, this lake level water goes down to the ocean level and the ship comes here. So once this goes up to the lake level, the lock will open again. This will come down to the ocean level. Then it reaches to Atlantic. So this is the whole process of this canal lock.
45 minutes movie was really worth it. I was kind of skeptical, like it's an IMAX 3D movie inside our ticket price, but the way they have shown the process, you learn so much. I cannot explain in words that how mammoth this engineering marvel is. They have moved a huge amount of earth than we can ever imagine, but still they have tried to maintain the ecological balance, and the global shipping is working amazingly nowadays. I hope
tried.
Ranjit made some sense there as well in the tissue papers.
I tried. Yes, my level best.
Because this is what actually he explained me how this lock system works back in I think 2015-16, back in the days when I used to live in Bangalore. One day somehow I was not able to understand how this lock system works, and he literally drew and explained me like this. So I told him you better do the same thing for you guys as well. So if you don't know how the lock system works, now you should have some idea of it. To come here and experience this, because once you see it in your own eyes, that's a totally different level of experience. We really loved it. $17 per person, worth it. Totally worth it.
So now let's go and see the old town. Before that, we will show you the room where we are staying as well.
Let's go. Welcome to our Airbnb stay here in Panama City. So here we are at Casco, Viejo, the old town of Panama City, and this Airbnb is very spacious and cute. So we have a huge living space with a couch, chair, and a big mirror, one of the big mirrors. And on this side is obviously the reason we are here, a full-fledged kitchen with an island top. These are all cookings from yesterday night. Actually, after coming, we went for a laundry and some grocery shopping yesterday. There's a huge market nearby where you'll get fresh vegetables, meats, and fruits.
Grocery done. Chicken, 1 kg, $4.
Here is the kitchen with gas stove, chimney, basin, microwave, a huge fridge, and then on that side is a TV. Balcony I will show you later on, but here comes a spacious bedroom. Bed, a work desk with a view of downtown Panama as well as a glimpse of the Panama Bay. A mirror, number 2. Another mirror, number 3. And here's a washroom with a full standing shower, a basin, commode, mirror number 4. And then let's show you the balcony. And Here's the balcony. It's so spacious, good, nice patios, furnitures, and the view is amazing at day and night. Though the entire week we will be here, it will be rainy, so we won't see much sunshine, I guess. But here we are staying for 6 nights at a cost of $48 per night. It's another day. Since the last 2 days we were trying to go out, but because of the weather had another plan. So finally, it's 9 a.m. in the morning. We had our breakfast and we are like, no, we cannot wait for sunset anymore. Whenever the sun is out, we have to go out. So that's what we did. And now we are walking towards the Old Town Historic Center.
Let's go.
In the heart of Casco, Viejo, the old town of Panama City, this is the Independence Square, also known as Plaza de la Independencia. This is the exact place back in 1903 when Panama declared independence from Colombia. Basically, what we learned from Morgan Freeman's movie in Panama Canal tour is that the revolution was just for one day. It was a done deal. Panama was born out of Colombia mainly to create Panama Canal by the US. So when the French failed to complete the canal because of yellow fever, and fun fact, not fun anymore I think, but the fact is yellow fever vaccine was born out of this Panama Canal project because the workers were dying and people were not getting to identify what's happening in the jungle. Eventually, one US scientist found out that dates are from the deadly mosquito bites, and hence yellow fever vaccine was invented. So this Panama Canal is of such importance that once a remote isthmus, Panama became such an important city. Right now it's the richest country in Central America and one of the richest in the Latin Americas. So we have seen the contrast, the high-rise buildings, banks and hotels in the downtown, and this is the colonial vibes surrounded with beautiful colorful buildings on all the sides.
Again, most difficult situation in our life.
So while strolling through this old town, all the buildings are so much giving us North Kolkata vibes, like all old heritage buildings, mostly ruined, but majority they have renovated and restored it, rebuilt it as a cafe or Airbnbs or different souvenir stores. And here's this one. This is like a facade. Inside nothing is there, but the ruin is still looking so gorgeous. Hundreds of years of history all here. Next to the Independence Square is the Church of St. Joseph, which was built in 1675, very famous for its golden altar. The story goes like this, that they saved that golden altar from the pirates and painted it all black so that the pirates cannot see the gold. So the story is itself a fascinating one, like the altar. It's a free to enter, it's a very cozy experience. We went, again some mass or ceremony was going on, people were enjoying. You need to remove your hat, but videography and photography is allowed.
This old town looks so old. It's actually very beautiful, this town. It's like very small, very cozy, very old, and mostly clean and safe also. Unlike Bogota or Quito, this town doesn't look that unsafe. It's more safer than Bogota and Quito.
Yeah, because it's Panama Canal, like tourists come from all over the world.
Yeah, so
and it's very cute, people are nice.
Yeah, people
like,
are
I love Latin America.
yes, true. Iglesia Santo Domingo. Iglesia means church.
All the houses are so pretty. I'm feeling like to click pictures of every building. It's so cute.
Yeah, Instagrammable.
On the terrace also they have planted palm trees. It's so green, it's so colorful, it's so soothing, it's very good.
Yeah, the one thing I don't like here in the old town, they have cabs everywhere. Like they have taxis, they have cars in all the roads. There is very less walking streets here, but mostly they have cars everywhere. So now let's talk about visa. For Canadians, we do not need visa. We can stay here for 180 days, visa free. For Indians, if you have a used UK, US, Sensen or Canada visa, you can stay in Panama without any visa for up to 30 days.
And regarding phone connection, we are using eSIM, Billion Connect again. We are getting 3G, 4G here because I don't think 5G works here in Panama. We are not getting it, but the connection is stable. And if you use our code FOLLOW, you can get $3 off on your first purchase, and that is applicable to eSIMs anywhere across the globe. So they have connections for more than 150 countries. So whenever you're visiting to any international trip, just get your eSIM. It is hassle-free, and the moment you land in a new country, you're connected.
And the last, the transport. Regarding transport, here the transport system is not that great. So mostly we are taking Uber everywhere. So last day when we went to see the locks, Panama locks, we went with Uber. Today also we might take Uber when we'll go to see the boardwalk in the evening, if the weather permits.
Right at the tip of Casa Viejo, this is the Plaza de Francia, which was built to honor the effort of the French people who tried to build the Panama Canal before the Americans completed it. So here, just come for the nice views of the Panama Bay. There are so many ships we can see at the horizon, mountains, and a great skyline view of the Panama City.
So they have a little walkway here with lots of souvenir shops and of course the famous Panama hats. And regarding money, in Panama, like Quito, Ecuador, they also use US dollars here. And if you're coming here, just bring US dollar, or you can use one of their ATMs to get the US dollars here. And most of the places they use cards, credit card, debit cards. You need cash for the local vendors though.
The more we are traveling, we are learning about this geopolitics of every countries, and it's just blowing our mind that one deal can change you. Like the Panama country was born out of the Panama Canal deal. US is still benefiting. Like what we heard is to cross one way, a ship pays 30,000 US dollars as a toll tax.
See, he's been defeated by this cat. This is a church of the square, the Independence Square. Now it is open, so we'll go inside and see how it is inside as well.
In this old town, there is no scarcity of cafes and restaurants. You will find quirky, little, funky, gorgeous looking Instagrammable cafes in every corner, but all are like obviously made for tourists, so we are not going there. We actually found one cafe called Cafe Coca-Cola right by our Airbnb, and that was built in 1875. So it's like coffee house in Kolkata, 100 of years old, and we have tasted the food, the service and food, everything is nice. So let's go and show you as well.
Cafe Coca-Cola. Abierto means open. This cafe is so famous. There is no table is free. So we are actually sitting in the bar.
And it's so hot outside. I think you can figure it out from our hair and face. So we are not eating here because there is no ceviche available. Only like sandwiches and mixed rice, which we are not willing to eat because we already have a kitchen at home where we can make that. We came here for their main dish, which is ceviche, and it's not available again. So I now not know where we will eat. Hello there. So we actually had our lunch at Cafe Forbidden Friends, had lunch at the Airbnb, and thought the weather will be better in the evening, but it actually worsened. It's still raining, but we thought let's just go and see the pier because we just have one more day. We have already lost 5 days thinking about good weather. Let's go to
Mirador Flamenco, and that's like a combination of few islands at the like starting point of those Panama Canal. And also there should be some like cargos.
This what I'm wearing white.
Yeah.
For a change.
So let's go to Flamenco.
So we are here at the Mirador Flamenco, literally the end point of this Panama City, you can say, because this strip literally ends here and we can see the vast horizon of Pacific Ocean, and on that side we can have a view of the Panama City skyline. It's looking so good. The drive through this Amador Causeway, which is like a highway kind of thing, joining all 2-3 islands to the mainland Panama City. So that entire strip of land was built from the rocks that were dug up while building the Panama Canal. So that actually made this entire causeway, and you can hike up to this mountain a little bit to have a better aerial view of this Pacific Ocean and the Panama Bay. But obviously we are not trying to do that in this weather. It's still drizzling. We will walk away along this boardwalk. One side is the Panama Bay, one side is the Pacific Ocean. The views are gorgeous. So whenever you are, whether permits or not,
Do this.
do come here.
Yeah, and there are lots of other options if you're not wanted to do the walking. There's like cycle, there's tricycle.
There are different fun activities you can do with the families also. They're kid friendly. This part is the opening gate of the Panama Canal. So from the Pacific, ships and the vessel starts its journey, the 8 to 10 hours journey to cross the Panama Canal from the Pacific towards the Caribbean, the Atlantic. And here we can see few vessels and cruise ships. You are standing awaiting its time, maybe for tomorrow morning, because there are few time slots through which they will pass the canal. So this is the waiting area.
So this walkway, Amador walkway, it's actually very beautiful. Whenever you're coming to see this flamenco, Mirador flamenco, you can just walk this walkway, like both sides.
Don't take a cab immediately back to this old town.
Yeah.
And also we saw there is a resort, so if you are feeling it, you can stay there.
I know that should be expensive, but yeah, this is the portion.
It's like people are cycling. It's like you get family bikes as well, like 4 people. Anytime any road has this palm trees, it lifts our mood.
And also right now it is sunset time, so there's like sunset
We are
kind of
watching
sunset,
the
yeah,
sunset.
because it's like very cloudy. We are seeing little bit of sunset. It's very beautiful, and it's not too hot as well.
This is the middle of the Americas. So this is like literally the middle.
Hola.
Pescado.
Ajá. Uno. Ajá.
Dos. Balboa roja.
Ajá. Dos.
Gracias.
Okay.
Salud. Wow, it's like Kingfisher of India. So this Balboa is a famous person here in Panama. Hence the beer is named after him. We ordered 2 Balboa roja and 1 cerveza pescado. So like fish, not cerveza. This is cerveza. Ceviche. Ceviche is basically a Peruvian dish, but this is very famous in Panama, and you know that we are trying to eat that since 2 days. The Cafe Coca-Cola disappointed us, unfortunately, but here finally we got it. We ordered 1 just to have the taste, whether it's good or not. We'll give you the verdict once it comes. These are fried bananas, frito banana. This is ceviche. Ceviche is basically like small fish dipped in sour sauce, like with lemon, coriander, onions. It gives a very nice taste. I love ceviche. So good. I think this recipe cannot go wrong. It's so good. It's literally tropical thunderstorm going on right now. We just finished eating there and booked the cab. By the time we already got drenched. Again, we were dried up in the AC, but now water is flowing so much on the street. Our shoes are completely wet, and you can see how much it's raining.
So I guess this is done for today.
Tonight, yeah. This is what Panama is. 8 months of rain, thunderstorm, tropical weather. We prepare for it, but it's very beautiful. More to explore in Panama, the Caribbean side. We are just being the Pacific side. So if you love this, do subscribe and share this one with your friends and family.
And please press the like button and the bell icon to get to see our next destination, which we booked the ticket for. This is just a stopover. Till then,
All right, friends. Adios.